Jackson. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Desperados and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. First carry now for David Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 14 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So that penalty on the offense, and the fumble recovery will stand. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Ooh, with a juke. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2nd and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Desperados are back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Got his man complete. Moore.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open even when he's not supposed to be.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studio.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also a third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes now on first down.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Buying time to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard. But there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Running guys were at a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Looking to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more,
tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down to the sand.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And this is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Good footwork at the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
False start.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Desperados will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. This one swung out to Montgomery. 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wilson's got it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Flush to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Taylor is in for a touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they can run the score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Desperados are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm
and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Mahomes to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Mahomes now on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. One final try for Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, but by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.